Hello everybody, this is JP963 here, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about survival knives and the importance of survival knives. In just about any situation that I can imagine, I think a good knife is the number one tool to have in just about any situation, no matter what. In selecting a good knife to use for your survival kit, your bug out bag, or whatever you want to call it, I highly recommend looking for knives that have a good high carbon steel blade. And a quick way to tell, or to be able to tell, if your knife has got a good high carbon steel blade, is the fact that it turns black. You'll notice, you can see the shiny marks where it's been sharpened, and you can see the black. That's a good indicator that it's a good high carbon steel blade. And the good high carbon steel blade versus the Chinese or the Taiwan made knives, it's in the category of its own. I mean, on a cheaper knife, the edges don't last very long. They have a tendency to, the edge wants to roll when you sharpen them, and you use them a couple times and they just won't hold the edge. And when dealing with a good high carbon steel blade, you get a good edge put on it, and it'll provide many uses before the need to sharpen. Well, it depends on how you use it. I mean, of course, the more you use it, the more you're going to have to sharpen it. But this will provide a whole lot longer of a working edge before needing to be resharpened. And a lot of times you don't have to spend a lot of money on knives. You can find them at yard sales or flea markets, and sometimes you can run across really good deals for pretty cheap. Another thing you want to consider when looking for a knife is the fact that it has a full tang construction, meaning that the blade doesn't stop just right here. It goes all the way through the handle right to the very end. And if you notice, you can see the end coming out right here. And what that does is it provides a lot more strength in the blade. If you were having to take and use it and hit it with a log for chopping on wood, or just for all around general purpose, I mean, it's got a lot, it don't have as much give, it's got a lot more strength to it. Now if you'll notice on this, you got these holes right here. These are great for tying fishing line too, and you can take and hold the knife like this in the case and just hold it in your hand and toss your line out if you needed to fish for food. And just hold it in your hand, wrap it around the handle to reel it in. If you'll notice on my case, and I highly recommend the 550 paracord. Now I've got the ends melted so it don't fray, but inside there's 7 strands. You could tie all them strands together. You could use it for sewing thread. You could use it for fishing line. You can many uses. I mean, the uses are endless, pretty much. Well, anyways, I just wanted to share with y'all out there what I look for in a knife and why I recommend this type of knife, or a knife with this type of steel in it. Let me know what you think. Please rate my video and leave any comments if you have any questions. Or before I go, I will share a little trick that I learned a long time ago. If you have a good high carbon steel blade, and after a while of sharpening, you'll see that it turns shiny. Well, if you were to take and slice potatoes into chunks, take and slide the knife through the chunks of potatoes all the way to the very end, and you let it sit for 1 or 2 days, that'll turn the blade back black. And what that actually does, it oxidizes the steel and it hardens the steel, making the edge last that much longer. I just figured I'd share that with you. Like I said, I'd leave it in for 1 or 2 days, pull it out and check it. You can, after a day, you can slide them off and check it, but it works great for hardening the blade. I have to redo these again. So, like I said, it's just my idea my ideas, my opinions. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all have any better suggestions on what to look for in selecting a knife or different types of knives for different quality reasons, just let me know. Thank you, and have a good rest of the day.